Hey guys, Andy here. So I think probably quite a lot like the phone market, the mid-range headphone market is probably a good place to be shopping unless you got loads of money and that's not a factor. Then yeah, you go for your top end stuff. But the mid-range gives you pretty much the same experience for half, third the price. But at the same time, there's a lot of them. There's a lot to choose from. So how do you make that decision? And the mid-range headphone needs like a unique selling point. There's a reason why they should stand out above others. And I believe these 1More Sonoflow active noise cancelling headphones perhaps have that unique selling point. I've been using them for probably almost 3 weeks now, it's quite a long time, and that'll sort of become evident why perhaps after the intro when I tell you about them. So let me start with the design. Here we have the headphones. I guess they're generally sort of fairly normal looking. I like this. I do like the bright, almost garish red inside of the cups there. But yeah, they're reasonably normal looking. They extend out. Some nice soft padding on the head and also on the cups. So I can tell you they're comfortable. I wear them for anywhere from 1 to 3 hours watching the TV, and I don't really have any discomfort. A little bit I'm all right, but I think that's more my ear. Maybe it's quite big, and so maybe the cups could have been slightly bigger, maybe for me, or maybe I just need smaller ears. I'm not sure. They can, obviously they're Bluetooth. They can be used with 3.5mm cable, which is included. It does come with a carry case. And they do fold to fit in as such. Cables included that up in a neat little pouch. The only thing I think a little weird, let me get them right around, so there's the right, is the placement of the button. So the power button is actually on the lower half. Now that doesn't necessarily sound too odd, I suppose, but when you put them on your head and then you've got to power them on, it's underneath, and then you're pressing up away. I mean, you're not going to literally push them off your head, but I find myself doing this weird kind of like claw thing to hold the power button. And you have to hold it 3 seconds to turn them on, which is fine, but like 5 seconds to turn them off, which is actually quite a long time. I mean, obviously you're going to take them off to do that, but yeah, it just struck me that somewhere near the top would have been better. Or, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the hold the power button down to turn them on or off. I'd much rather go bloop. They are used in part of the controls, which we'll move on to now. So when they're on, if you're listening to music from your phone, perhaps pressing the power button once is the play or pause. Double tapping will activate Google Assistant. You've then got the volume control buttons on the same cup, up and down. Holding those will do the skip forward or previous. We've also then got the noise cancellation button just up above there. It wasn't totally obvious to me what mode I was in. So you have noise cancellation, you've got nothing, and you've got pass through. And I think I was listening for a good couple of weeks, just watching the TV. So there wasn't really much noise going on, so I wouldn't really know. I think they might have had noise cancellation off. I'm not sure, because it wasn't I think at one point I had pass through on, and I hadn't realized until I made some noise. You go, oh. So it doesn't give any announcement, it just goes do-do-do, all these different sort of noises to indicate which mode you're in. It's not really a problem, and once you sort of know what the noises mean, then you're fine, I suppose. So I actually do prefer physical buttons, I think, to touch controls, because again, when I spend a lot of time watching TV with these sort of headphones on, and sometimes I might be laying down, or you might have your arm over your head, or who knows what. And if you've got touch controls, you sometimes start messing with them. So I do like having physical buttons. So if we move on to the important thing, performance. I thought the noise cancellation was actually very good, and to get a better test of me, rather than me just sitting in my living room, I went on holiday. I flew to Spain. I took these with me. I used them on the plane. I thought actually really good. You could tell a big difference when you turn the noise cancellation off and on. It really cut out a lot of that humdrum noise of the engines. So yeah, I thought very good noise cancelling. I think the sound, I thought it sounded very good as well. So I have Bose NC700s. I'm not in a massive hurry to go back to the Bose. I don't know that I can tell any difference. I mean, the only real difference, maybe these are a little bit heavier, which brings me on to the battery life, which brings me on to why I've taken so long to review these, which brings me on to their unique selling point. They've got a 70-hour battery life. And they're just normal size. I mean, yeah, they may be slightly big. Like I said, they feel a little bit heavier than my Bose, but they're not crazy, ridiculously large, huge, big headphones. 70 hours. And honestly, I didn't believe it, and that's why I've taken so long, because I wanted to test this. So I charged them up to full, and so I charged them to full, used them for a good 2 weeks, if not, yeah, about 2 weeks. And I probably used them about 4 hours a day. I had a couple of days where I was away and I didn't use them. But I think I totted it up to be about 60 hours. I'm not sure what the noise cancellation mode I was using during that time, because with noise cancelling, they say 50 hours. With noise cancelling off, 70 hours. But the weird thing was I charged them up the day I got them, and it went from, so you only get 3, when you turn it on, battery high, battery medium, battery low. And it came off of high to medium within like a day or two, which I thought was a little bit weird. And then it was on medium for like 2 weeks before it finally was saying low. And after I'd done one cycle, I charged them again, and then it was saying battery high for 4 or 5 days. So even when it jumped from high to medium, it lasted 2 weeks. When it stayed on a high for almost a week, maybe, I don't know, probably going to last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, that's crazy. That, to be fair, it's almost more battery life than you need. I guess if you're going away on holiday, it's great because you could kind of charge them up beforehand and just not worry about it. You don't need to take a charge. I mean, they are USB Type-C, so they're probably going to charge the same way that your phone or whatever else would. But yeah, pretty crazy battery life, to be fair to them. Some of the points, they do have dual Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect in your phone while you're listening to the TV or whatever. I actually had put down as one of the negatives of it being that there was not an app. And then I've found when I'm sort of doing my research almost to do the review, so no, there is an app. There's a 1More app. So I didn't think that was all that good. The instructions weren't great, if I'm honest. It was quite hard to find the English mode, because English, yeah. But there is an app which does have all these different preset equalizer modes. So that's pretty good. I haven't tried them, sorry. There's no NFC for connecting, but I wouldn't really expect that from a mid-range headset. But, I mean, all in all, I think they're really good. So they're $89.99 on Amazon, but there's a £20 voucher, literally just to tick a box, you get £20 off. So you're looking at £70. I think they sound really good. The noise cancellation is really good. The battery life is ridiculous. It comes with a travel case. I think they're a really good option if you're in need of some Bluetooth headphones, noise cancelling headphones. You really want to have a look at these for 70 quid. I think it's a really good buy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I do read all of them and reply where appropriate. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.